But her favorite things are dancing and being outside, the big movement kinds of things. Right, Stella? Okay. Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm Stella's mom. Stella is 3.5, and Stella has autism. She was diagnosed when she was 2 years, 2 days, and 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days old. Yes. We really loved all of our FITP people, and we had a great experience. It was nice. Our first year in Vermont, her being home with me. But when it was time for her to transition, I also knew that she needed to be away from me. Change is good. She needed to be with other people. And so we started meeting with, through FITP people, we started meeting with some people from her school to kind of set up a plan for Stella. When we had our big meeting before Stella started school, there were several people there that had not met Stella. There was the OT aide, the SLP had only met her once. There was the SLP aide. There was a classroom teacher who had seen her but not really played with her. There was her one-on-one aide who had met her, but people had met her but not really gotten to know her, and we just felt like it was so important for people to get to know her. So we created pictures of things that Stella likes to do for a couple of reasons. We just felt like it was really important to just let them know who our daughter was, who our daughter is, so people wouldn't be afraid of, not necessarily her, but of her diagnosis, that she is a typical 3-year-old girl who happens to have autism. She likes to swing. She likes to blow bubbles. She likes the Wonder Pets. She likes to play with balls. She likes to dance. She likes to sing. Her biggest obstacle is her ability to communicate verbally, but she can communicate non-verbally to us, and she has grown so much in the past year. She's learned how to jump. She's learned how to eat with a spoon and fork. She's learned how to climb up and down stairs. She's made gains, and we just wanted to share that she can learn. She learns at her own pace, and we just felt like it was really, really important for people to see who she is, because we adore her, we treasure her, and we want other people to adore her the way we do. That's why we felt like it was really important, instead of just talking about her, to really show you, to show people, to show her team who she really is, because every parent thinks their kid is great. So we just wanted to show that she really is like other kids. Even before school started, as a family, we went to the Berlin playground several times just to kind of get her used to school. We looked in windows, and we just kept saying, "This is your school, this is your school." And then when school started, we brought her up to school for some visits, and also her EEE provider, her SLP, came to our house. Her one-on-one aide came to our house to just kind of get to know her, to meet her before school started. And then when school did start in September, before she was able to start school, we went to the classroom, and we spent some time there. It was really different because the IFSP people we saw all the time. They were in our home 2 or 3 times a week, so we kind of always talked about what was going on. The EEE people we were just getting to meet, and we didn't talk to really at all in the beginning, and it would be phone calls, leaving messages, an occasional email, and that would have to be the biggest thing I missed once we went to EEE, the constant communication that we got. We, with our daughter, with the Triple E team, emails, phone calls occasionally, we would, just to make sure things were getting done that were supposed to be done. And then finally, we really requested a communication from the team, actually.
Yeah.
So I really felt like it was important for us to have communication and have something each day that I could, if Stella did a painting in school, we could paint when we got home. Or if she did a certain book, if I had the book, I could try to replicate the activity. So what we did was, I spoke with Michelle, who's Stella's 101 aide, and we came up with a form that just kind of talks about her day, what the circle was, the greeting song, what books they read, did they dance, what did she have for snack, what new words did she say that day, who did she play with in school, and then we would look at the pictures of Stella's friends and we'd say, oh, you played with Susie today. Here, this is Susie. We would talk about that at lunch or at supper. And then, was a walk needed? Did Stella have visitors? And the visitors meant the SLP, her Triple E provider, OT, did PT come in for a consult? Because it was really important for me as a mom to know that she was getting the services that were outlined in her IEP and to make sure that people were held accountable. And then just notes, just general notes about her day if they didn't fall into here. And we did this every day, and I put every single one in here for the whole school year. And it was nice because I could go back and say, this is where she was, this is where she is now. So it was a nice record. And it also held people accountable because if people miss services, which didn't happen too often, but people get sick, people have conferences, things do happen. I wanted to make sure she got the services that she was entitled to have. And then also then we also have notes in here from her speech, her OT, and her Triple E provider. So it was just a really nice way to keep everything all together and to just keep it organized and just so you know, so you can be accountable. So I can be accountable as a mom and they can be accountable as her team.